backed up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and now it's third down.
Ready? Check, ready? Check, right, 27. Blow your jump. 20. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Lefty. Hey, Lou. Down the man inside, down the man. Kill. Watch the ship. Ram. Watch the ship. Tighten up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz, the free safety, Trey Boston there to knock it away.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Here we go. 280.
On first down, it's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Wentz going to try and throw on third. But that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles Eagles able to push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Great. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I don't even know. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Great. 27. Check Mike.
Throwing again. Taking a shot for Samuel. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Newton throwing again. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Quarter, they only have the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
What we got? Kill. 82.
Wentz now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To try again after the sack. Wentz going to look deep for Jeffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 42 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Back to throw, Newton. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. On 1st down, Sanders. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Wentz, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert taking it in as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a run with McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check. 20. Mike 27. Watch the out.
Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.